we are going to move on so that we don't get too behind schedule. And our next presenter are our colleagues from Inclusive Networking. Nicole just appeared, and I will let her introduce herself and her colleague and the presentation.
Thank you, Renata. And I am presenting with Sam, which I believe, Sam, you're on, right? I think I saw your name. Yep, Sam. Okay. So let me do from the start. Okay. Hi, everyone. I am Nicole Edwards, and I am joined by Sam. Sam, if you want to just say hi, and then I know you're going to come on a little bit later to speak. Looks like they might be having a hard time unmuting. Let's see. Renata, are you guys able to allow Sam Broyles? I don't think he's able to unmute.
Nick, could you try?
I'll see what I can do, Nicole. One moment.
Okay, thanks. And video.
I can't force it. Sam will have to allow themselves.
Okay. All right. Oh. Sam, I'll get started. And then when you can turn your audio and video off, then feel free to introduce yourself. So again, I'm Nicole Edwards. I am the founder of Inclusive Networking, and today we are presenting about, Sam and I are presenting about customized employment practices in corporations. So a little bit about us. We've been around for six years now, and we support job seekers with disabilities through customized employment to find competitive integrated employment. And we also support businesses to include more employees with disabilities. So about 3 years ago, or actually maybe more like 4 years ago, we received a innovation grant from the state of Minnesota, and having success with customized employment in various companies, we really wanted to raise the bar and really see how we could bring this into corporations and not only create employment opportunities, but really help employers and corporations understand the customized employment components and have it be something that not only would allow more opportunities, but allow there to be growth and continuation into various departments. So we were very fortunate to partner with a couple corporations through this grant. The one we're going to highlight today is Land O'Lakes. And we have had this partnership since 2022. In year one, we supported 5 interns. In year 2, we supported 3 interns, and we are currently in the beginning of year 3 of our partnership. And we have 1 individual who's working, 1 who's starting later this week, and looking forward to having a couple more join their team. So what we will share is how we do this process with corporations and how we bring in customized employment. And then Sam will join as he was one of the interns, and he will share a little bit about his experience. So our process is comprised of a couple stages. One being that once we have started the partnership and agreement of going through this process, then we put together a training. We do an employer needs benefit analysis, get to know departments, create the job description, do that employee outreach to find a job seeker with a disability that would be a good fit for the role. And then we support starting that position. So our training included on the slide are the different topics that we discuss. Our training is typically a 3-hour training. Most employers choose to do them over 2 days, each an hour and a half. We do in person, we do hybrid. And we have found that this training has really been very instrumental in these partnerships with the corporations. Having done customized employment and doing customized employment with small, medium businesses, we are seeing that having this time prior to connecting an individual and learning about tasks has been really, really beneficial in the partnership. So again, we really go into, what's the history of employment for people with disabilities? Where did we start? Where are we now? Where are we going? And really providing the importance of this partnership. We go into components of customized employment. We talk about tasks, talk about work environments, employment supports, what is the role of a job coach, and then discuss accommodations, modifications, and provide those resources that individuals can use. The second piece is after we do the training, and typically at the training we have DEI staff, we have the department supervisors of the departments we are going to customize a position for, we have HR included. So after that training, we work one-on-one with different departments. And this is where we do that employer needs benefit analysis to really get to know what gets done in that department, what are those tasks. Again, we're looking at the heart of customized employment job development is really looking at tasks rather than the job titles. So in doing so, we're learning about what the tasks are. We are coming in to observe. We're getting more of an idea of what's the pace of the task, what skills are involved, what's the environment. And so these are just 2 examples of departments that we that had gone through our training, and we had the opportunity to learn about tasks and customize roles. So we partnered with customer logistics, we partnered with IT, which again, Sam will share about his experience, and again, really just learned about what some of those tasks were, how we could create a job that took those tasks that if someone else was dedicated to them, it would really enhance productivity. It would improve their department and really aligning those skills and interests with a job seeker, similar to what takes place in the customized employment process. So the third step is that employee outreach. So this is a little different than customized employment, where customized employment, you typically start with the individual and then reach out to businesses based on what you learn in discovery. This approach is starting with the business and really getting to know what their unmet needs are, ways to improve their processes. And in doing so, we do our best when it's when we've worked with corporations where it's a permanent job, we match employees that have gone through the discovery process. In this case with Land O'Lakes, since we are doing paid internships, we are just we're doing similar screening and really trying to see as best as we can, is this commute going to be a good fit? Are the skills aligning? Are the interests aligning? Is the environment aligning? We align as much as we can, knowing that individuals are also looking for paid work experience and not knowing 100% what they are wanting out of their career. So we have individuals who we support that sometimes it's a good fit, people on our wait list. Otherwise, we have partnerships with other providers locally that we reach out to learn more about job seekers that they may have that would be a good fit. So part of that is that outreach. Again, we share with them videos in the environment, really explaining what the job is going to look like, but also leaving it open-ended enough to further customize. So it's really up to the individual to further customize what are their hours going to look like, what's their ideal shift. And also sometimes even picking and choosing which tasks are going to be a good fit for them. So once we have that employee and intern that is going to be a good fit for that role, then we have them come in, they tour the department, they get to meet the staff, and then they choose their start date. And when they start, either we at Inclusive Networking provide a job coach who goes with them, or we partner with another agency. But all of our interns start with a job coach, and we do monthly check-ins with those that have gone through the training, the department supervisors, just to touch base on how things are going, if there's an additional training needed, if there's been changes in staff, that's always important to know, and always offering any type of support that would be needed for both that individual that's working and other staff that are working with them. So now I am going to hand it over to Sam. And Sam, I don't know if you've been able to.
Hi, Nick. This is.
Oh yeah, I see you.
Is Sam there? I couldn't find Sam.
Yeah, sure. Hi.
Okay. Hi, Sam.
Hey.
Okay, so Sam, I'm gonna pull up your PowerPoint, and then I will let you introduce yourself, and then Sam will share about his internship experience at Land O'Lakes.
Well, my name is Sam for sure, and I am a IT intern at Land O'Lakes, and I'm 21 years old. I grew up in Golden Valley, and I still live there. I love music. I sing and play the guitar. I play golf. I like to swim. I am a travel guy. Uh, in the IT department, I do PC cleaning, do the inventory, and shipping and organizing cards. And I also do the recycling and fix the workstations. And this is when I first started the new task of fixing the workstations. My supervisor provided training. And these are some action pictures of me fixing workstations. And I was also a part of their disability resource fair, Land O'Lakes Resource Fair. My name is Sam, and I'm a manager. And I love working on Land O'Lakes. And my recommendations and modifications is printed schedule, text to speech accessibility, feature for trainings, and also job coach and having a great supportive team. And the highlights of my internship was the best part of my internship was being with the team. I really liked all the friends I made at Land O'Lakes. I liked the new skills I learned. And thank you.
Thank you, Sam. And I think the last thing I was gonna share. Oops. A bunch of things open now. Here we go. So the last thing I was going to share is just what we've learned in the past 3 years. And this is what we've learned as a provider, but also what we've learned from, talking to supervisors that have had interns at Land O'Lakes and getting their feedback each time. And everyone has always talked about how beneficial the training was to have in the beginning. And again, this is a different piece of traditional customized employment, but having worked with different corporations, I do think it's been such a great way to start this process, answer questions, get people starting to thinking about tasks, what could be possible. And also just the more that people know about customized employment, what it is, we have found too that people attend the meeting and just have the awareness and knowledge, and then later on say, we'd love to have an intern too. So it's always a great way to continue to grow and expand. Having check-ins internally and externally were really important. We found that Land O'Lakes supervisors would meet as a team without us to just talk about how things are going, share their experiences, and then we would also join and touch base as well. Again, I think having part of the training is talking about what the job coach role is, and having that in the beginning really did allow for everyone to work together and to kind of avoid typical things that might happen, when a job coach does support someone, it's really identify that the job coach is there as a support and not another staff, and their role is really to fade. And so right away, that's really the expectation. So people, the coworkers, supervisors are really taking that on as, we know they're not going to be here forever. Even if someone needs support, the support is really going to come from them as their team and coworkers. Again, having the job coach has been really important. And then having ongoing education, providing opportunities to continue to learn more. With Land O'Lakes specifically, with all their internship programs, they do some sort of celebration event. So we have done that as well with this initiative. And again, anyone in the company is invited. So that has been an opportunity too for interns to share their experience. Supervisors also discuss what these roles have done for their department, how it's been beneficial. And each time we get new departments that also say, wow, we want to be a part of the next year. So it's been a great way to, again, expand. And within corporations, it's a natural way to continue to grow in various departments while truly maintaining the competitive integrated employment. And a lot of the interns did not work the same hours, same days, didn't even know each other. So it was truly inclusive experience where individuals were really working with their individual department and teams. And thank you guys for joining. And I don't know, Renata, if Sam and I are supposed to answer questions now or if we're doing it later.
Yeah. Thank you, Nicole and Sam. That was wonderful. So we have time for a few questions and comments. So please feel free. Karen has a question. Do you want to ask it?
Sure. Great presentation, Sam. I can't imagine that any employer wouldn't want to hire you. So congratulations on your job. So my question is, who pays for the employer needs benefit analysis, and about how long does that take for your organization?
Yeah, so that's a great question. So we were fortunate in the sense that when we started our partnership, that was part of the grant, is that we said this is what the grant will pay for to get our foot in the door with these corporations. As the grant has gone away and we have wanted to grow these initiatives and opportunities, we have put together fees for these items. Because again, without knowing the individual up front, then it needs to get paid for by a company. And then once we know and can identify an individual, then we can tap into their funding and follow the services of job development, further exploration, and again, that job coaching.
And Nicole or Sam, for our colleagues, could you just briefly describe the Land Love Lakes company? What do they do?
Sure. Sam, do you want to share a little bit?
Oh,
Or do you want to share what specifically they did in IT, or what you remember of what they did?
well, I basically don't remember.
Do you remember that there was a bunch of computers in the office?
Yeah, that I do remember.
So Land O'Lakes is I think it's a Fortune 500 company that is a dairy company that produces butter and cheese, and they actually have a whole department around animal products. Purina is a part of them. And so again, we worked with various departments, and Sam worked at their local headquarters in Minnesota. And it was really cool because being part of the IT team, having employees all over the world, the computers always went through that department, right, Sam? So you always were getting to see computers that were being returned, and having to prepare them for another employee to get them, or computers that have been on the farms for many years and were done. So there was a special place for where those went, and then always just getting people's computers set up and rebooting them for any employees. So, and I see someone put the link. So if you are interested to learn more about Land O'Lakes, they are a wonderful company.
Thank you. Wonderful. And yeah, inclusive networking is definitely in our partner on at least one of our projects, and also on projects at our institute, and they do amazing work. So thank you.